Hello guys, welcome back again to Grade Time 5. We're working on Unit 10, alright? So, as I told you in the last video, we are going to take a look at some pronunciation aspects of the English language, okay? So, if you have your book with you, you can go on page 121, okay? This page over here. And look for this part here where it says Unit 10. And this pronunciation practice today is about the omission of a sound. What is the omission of a sound? It's when we have in the connected speech, when people are talking, usually there are some sounds that we don't pronounce as we think. Okay, the H sound is one of these types of sounds. Okay, so H, as you know, is usually pronounced as H, right? The strong R in Portuguese, right? So, like my name starts with R, so I say Rafael, right? In English, this sound is usually written with the letter H, okay? But there are some times in which this sound, as I told you, it disappears. It's not that clear that the person produces this sound. And what we're going to do now is to listen to this dialogue here between Helen and Hugo, okay? And I want you now, at the first moment, just to read and listen to this dialogue, okay? So, let's do this. Let's listen, okay?
Hillary and Harry aren't speaking to each other.
What happened?
He hurt her feelings. He said he didn't like her new haircut.
How horrible. Did he mean to upset her?
Of course he didn't.
Okay, so as you might have noticed, lots of words in this conversation start with the letter H. Okay, so we have, for example, Hillary, Harry, happened, he, hurt, her, he again, her, haircut, how, horrible, he, her, and he again. Okay, now what we're going to do, I am going to play the same conversation again, and this time I want you guys to try to understand, and if you can, underline, okay, just like here, underline the words in which the letter H is silent when the sound doesn't appear as strong as it is usually pronounced, okay? And after we have another question here. Is it silent? The H sound, is it silent in stressed or unstressed words? You know, so important words that we really need to pronounce them very clearly, right? Or unstressed words, words that are there just to complete the idea of a sentence or the syntax of a sentence, okay? So, again, let's listen and try to underline the words in which the H sound is not strong, okay?
Hillary and Harry aren't speaking to each other.
What happened?
He hurt her feelings. He said he didn't like her new haircut.
How horrible. Did he mean to upset her?
Of course he didn't.
Okay, once again, okay, one more time.
Hillary and Harry aren't speaking to each other.
What happened?
He hurt her feelings. He said he didn't like her new haircut.
How horrible. Did he mean to upset her?
Of course he didn't.
All right, so as you can see, there are at least 5 times in this conversation where the letter H and the sound from letter H is silent. Can you tell me which ones? So, for example, when he says when Helen says Hillary and Harry, we pronounce, right? Because they are nouns, they are proper nouns, they are names of people. It's very complex to listen to Hillary, you know, especially in the beginning of a sentence, okay? But then we have the word Harry, where we pronounce. Then we have what happened, right? We don't say what happened. We say what happened, because happen is a verb. It's important that people listen to the whole word. But now we have he hurt her feelings. That's when we pronounce each word, right? But in the connected speech, we say he hurt her feelings. He hurt her feelings, right? Because hurt ends with this T sound, right? It's a consonant sound. And the next word is a pronoun. And a pronoun usually is not a very strong word. It's there just to complete the meaning, right? So we can say that he hurt her feelings is one of the moments where the H is not pronounced, okay? Another moment is we pronounce because it's the first word, so he said he didn't. But in the connected speech, he said he didn't. He said he didn't like, right? So again, this said and this he here is not pronounced. He said he didn't. And right after we have he didn't like her. He didn't like her. He said he didn't like her, right? So again, the pronoun over here, her, we don't pronounce, okay? Then we have how horrible, and we have both H's pronounced. Why? Because these two words, they are important, right? So how horrible, and then we follow, and then it follows. Did it mean to upset her, right? So we have did he mean, but in the connected speech, did it mean to upset her, right? So we don't pronounce the he after did, okay? And we don't pronounce the H after the upset. So upset her. Did he mean to upset her? Not so good. Did it mean to upset her? Much better, okay? So let's listen again and check.
Hillary and Harry aren't speaking to each other.
What happened?
He hurt her feelings. He said he didn't like her new haircut.
How horrible. Did he mean to upset her?
Of course he didn't.
Okay, guys. So, what's the conclusion? Is the H sound silent in stressed or unstressed words? For example, how horrible. Horrible is a word that we really need to stress, right? Because it gives very important information about what Hugo thinks about the situation, right? So we pronounce. So horrible is a stressed word, but in stressed words, we need to pronounce the H. So the answer to the question, is it silent in stressed or unstressed words? It's silent. H is silent in unstressed words. Okay? Now I want you to do 2 things. Okay? First, I want you to listen again and try to repeat. And if you need, you can pause the video here. You can pause at every sentence if you want to practice. And later, I'm gonna give you a song. I'm gonna put here a song for you to listen where it's very clear when the H sound is not pronounced. Okay? So, I'll play again, and then you'll listen to the song, and we'll see each other next time to talk a little bit more about grammar from Unit 10. Okay, guys? Thank you.
Hillary and Harry aren't speaking to each other.
What happened?
He hurt her feelings. He said he didn't like her new haircut.
How horrible. Did he mean to upset her?
Of course he didn't.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see it when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, 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 oh. And you let her go. When it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.